Look at the way these two lovebirds interact with each other. Their chemistry, it's positively smoldering.
What kind of person ends up in the White House after being on The Apprentice?
Melania Trump made a rare appearance in compliance with Section 3, subsection 2.7 of her prenuptial agreement.
Did you hear about Mango Mussolini's latest meltdown? The Orange Man is seeing red after Kimmel and Colbert spilled some major tea about Melania. Apparently, the First Lady's been keeping a secret diary, and boy oh boy, the late night hosts got their hands on it. Trump's not gonna like what's inside, folks. Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great, thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video. Alright folks, buckle up because we've got some juicy gossip about Melania's secret shopping habits. And let me tell you, Trump's gonna blow his top when he hears about this. Jimmy Kimmel dropped a bombshell on his show last night, claiming he somehow got his hands on Melania's credit card statements. Now, I know what you're thinking, how did he manage that? Well, let's just say Kimmel's got his ways, and Trump's probably gonna want to change all his passwords after this.
Melania Trump made a rare appearance in compliance with Section 3, subsection 2.7 of her prenuptial agreement. He didn't condemn the violence on January 6th because she was busy going over White House renovations that day.
It's nice to relax and spend time with the people I love. And also the president. Hey!
So what's the big deal with Melania's shopping sprees? Well, it turns out our First Lady has been on a bit of an anti-orange crusade lately. Kimmel joked that Melania's new wardrobe looks like it came straight out of a Trump's Worst Nightmare catalog. He even showed some fake receipts, because let's face it, no way he's got the real ones, for a bunch of Make America Grump Free Again hats. I mean, can you imagine Melania wearing one of those around the White House? Trump would probably think it's some kind of weird fashion statement. But wait, there's more. Stephen Colbert decided to join in on the fun, revealing what he claims is Melania's secret Amazon wish list. Now, I don't know about you, but I always thought the First Lady would be more of a Neiman Marcus kind of gal. Anyway, Colbert had the audience in stitches when he started reading off the titles of books supposedly on her list. We're talking real page-turners like Divorce for Dummies and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I guess Melania's been doing some light reading between official appearances. Colbert even joked that Melania has been ordering self-help books with titles like Living with a Narcissist, A Survival Guide, and The Art of the Escape, How to Leave a Reality TV Star.
Setting off a controversy that he would have to fix and trying to make sure that no one asked her to do something like that again. I see. Thank you. You don't see that every day.
Oh.
Can you imagine the look on Trump's face if he saw those Prime packages arriving at the White House? He'd probably think they were more MAGA hats. But here's where it gets really interesting, folks. Kimmel speculated that Melania's been sneaking in some pretty risky purchases right under Trump's nose. He showed a mock-up of a receipt for a giant orange peeler, joking that Melania's planning to remove all traces of orange from her life. Ouch, that's gotta sting a little, don't you think? And it's not just clothes and books. According to Kimmel, Melania's been stocking up on some peculiar items. He claims she ordered a life-size cutout of Justin Trudeau. You know, that handsome Canadian Prime Minister that Trump's always grumbling about. Kimmel quipped, I guess Melania wants some eye candy around the house that isn't spray tanned.
Only Donald Trump would call his wife in to watch a top secret mission like it was a TikTok of a baby hippo or something.
So everything's happy with you and your husband?
Oh, everything is so wonderful with me and my husband.
Good. So we shouldn't believe the claims about your marriage in Omarosa's book?
Oh, of course not, Stephen. She is a wacky Lola.
Now, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds a little far-fetched, and you're right, it probably is. But that's the beauty of late-night comedy, isn't it? It's all about poking fun at the powerful and imagining what might be going on behind those White House walls. But here's the kicker, folks. While we're all laughing at these jokes, there's a part of us that wonders, what if there's a grain of truth in all this? What if Melania really is secretly rebelling against her husband's let's call it unique style. I mean, we've all seen those videos of her swatting away Trump's hand. Maybe she really is dreaming of a less orange future. Folks, you're not gonna believe this, but it looks like the White House might be getting a golden makeover. And no, I'm not talking about Trump's bathroom fixtures. Stephen Colbert dropped a bombshell on his show last night, claiming he got his hands on Melania's secret diary. Now, I know what you're thinking. Does Melania even know how to write? But let's give her the benefit of the doubt here. According to Colbert, Melania's diary is full of juicy details about Trump's eating habits. And let me tell you, it's less state dinner and more state fair food eating contest. Apparently, our dear president has been pushing for a major change in the White House kitchen. And by change, I mean he wants to replace the executive chef with the king of burgers himself, Ronald McDonald. Now, I know what you're thinking. Surely this can't be true, but Colbert swears by it, even reading out a supposed entry from Melania's diary. Dear Diary, he read in his best Melania impression, Donald tried to install golden arches on the White House lawn today. I told him it would clash with his hair, but he just mumbled something about making America great again with a mouthful of Big Mac. But wait, it gets better. Colbert went on to joke that Trump's grand plan doesn't stop at just bringing in Ronald.
2019, her husband called her in to watch a classified military operation, even though she didn't have security clearance.
What kind of person ends up in the White House after being on The Apprentice?
Melania Trump made a rare appearance in compliance with Section 3, subsection 2.7 of her prenuptial agreement. She greets him like he made a delivery to her art gallery.
Oh no, he's got big plans for the Oval Office too. Apparently he wants to rename it the McOval. I guess Burger King throne room was already taken. Not to be outdone, Jimmy Kimmel jumped on the fast food bandwagon too. He claimed that Trump was this close to signing an executive order for fish fillet Fridays. Can you imagine? The most powerful nation in the world, run by a guy who thinks tartar sauce is a vegetable. But Kimmel didn't stop there. Oh no, he went full Happy Meal on us. He unveiled what he called the presidential Happy Meal. Now, I know what you're picturing, a Big Mac, fries, and a Diet Coke. But Kimmel's version came with a special surprise inside. Instead of a toy, you get a pair of tiny plastic hands. Talk about a collector's item. The audience was in stitches, probably imagining Trump sitting behind the Resolute desk, surrounded by empty Big Mac boxes and ketchup-stained executive orders. It's like the White House turned into a McDonald's play place overnight. Can you picture Mitch McConnell going down the slide? On second thought, don't. Some images you can't unsee. Of course, the White House was quick to deny everything. They released a statement saying, "The president maintains a balanced diet and any claims of a fast food takeover are simply fake news." But here's the kicker. They couldn't explain the mysterious grease stains found on the Constitution. Coincidence? I think not. Now, I know we're all having a good laugh at these jokes, but let's take a moment to consider the implications. If Trump really is trying to turn the White House into a fast food joint, what does that mean for our nation's health? Are we looking at a future where the State of the Union address is delivered through a drive-through speaker? Will foreign dignitaries be greeted with, "Would you like fries with that treaty?"
I also avoid being in rooms with my husband.
And now, from Slovenia, please say hello to our former First Lady, Melania Trump.
True that you use your clothes to create controversy and punish the president.
Oh, this is lies, Stephen.
All right, folks, it looks like Melania's got a green thumb rebellion growing right under Trump's nose. Jimmy Kimmel claims he's unearthed her secret gardening diary. And let's just say these ain't your grandma's petunias. What's our first lady really planting in those perfectly manicured beds? According to Kimmel, Melania's been spending a lot of time in the rose garden lately, but she's not just pruning roses and planting tulips. Oh no, she's got bigger plans. Kimmel says he's got his hands on some top secret aerial photos of the White House grounds, and you won't believe what they show. Apparently Melania's been spelling out help with her flower arrangements. Talk about a cry for help that's blooming obvious. But wait, there's more. Kimmel's got the scoop on Melania's new line of politically themed plants. First up, we've got the impeachment roses. These beauties are thorny, resilient, and they just keep coming back no matter how many times you try to get rid of them. Sound familiar? And let's not forget the kofef beans. These magical legumes grow overnight and don't make any sense, just like a certain someone's tweets. Not to be outdone, Stephen Colbert's jumped on the gardening bandwagon too. He's got his hands on what he claims is a mock garden map of the White House grounds. And boy, is it a doozy. According to Colbert, Melania's growing a wall of thorns to keep Trump out of her bedroom. I guess someone's tired of those late-night hamburger runs.
You are literally trampling the Bill of Rights?
No, Stephen, do not say that.
Platform is immigrants are dangerous. Immigrants are killing our country. We have to stop the immigrants. Look at the way these two lovebirds interact with each other. Their chemistry, it's positively smoldering.
But the map doesn't stop there. Colbert pointed out areas labeled Bigley Disappointment and Alternative Facts Fertilizer. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to think Melania's garden might be sending us a message. Maybe she's trying to tell us something about the state of her marriage. Or maybe she's just really into creative landscaping. Now, I know what you're thinking. What does the Orange in Chief think about all this? Well, we're all dying to know. Is he proud of Melania's sudden interest in horticulture? Or is he worried she might be planting seeds of dissent? Maybe he's just confused about why there's suddenly a patch of flowers shaped like Justin Trudeau's face in the middle of the lawn. But here's the kicker, folks. After all this hullabaloo about Melania's secret garden rebellion, it turns out she might just be trying to grow a backbone. Unfortunately, according to our late night hosts, it's not taking root. Maybe she needs some of that alternative facts fertilizer after all. Now, I know we've been having a good laugh at these garden shenanigans, but let's take a moment to consider the implications. If Melania is really sending out SOS signals through shrubbery, what does that say about life in the White House? Are we looking at a future where international diplomacy is conducted through topiary? Will foreign leaders have to decipher messages in the maze-like hedges of the Rose Garden? And let's not forget the potential for some serious White House drama. Imagine Trump trying to hold a press conference only to find that Melania's rearranged the plants to spell out impeach right behind him. Talk about a photo op gone wrong. Or picture poor Sean Spicer back from the bushes, only to find himself lost in Melania's new fake news forest. But wait, there's more. Our late night hosts aren't done spilling the tea. Or should I say, spilling the plant fertilizer. Rumor has it that Melania's got big plans for redecorating the Oval Office. And if her gardening exploits are anything to go by, we're in for a treat. Hold on to your MAGA hats, folks, because Melania's about to give Mar-a-Lago a makeover that'll have Trump seeing more than just red. Stephen Colbert's got his hands on some juicy leaked plans for the Florida resort, and let's just say it's not looking good for the Donald. Colbert couldn't stop grinning as he unveiled the supposed blueprints for Mar-a-Lago 2.0. Ladies and gentlemen, he announced, it seems our First Lady has decided to paint the town blue. That's right, Melania's apparently swapping out all that gaudy gold for a cool, calming blue.
Please welcome our next Commander-in-Chief, my husband, President Donald J. Trump.
This appearance, it was as if they caught her in a glue trap at Saks Fifth Avenue and dragged her there. To me, there's nothing more beautiful than watching a man and his wife try not to smudge each other's bronzing cream, you know?
But wait, it gets better. She's not stopping at the paint job. Rumor has it she wants to rename the place Mar-a-Lago Biden. Ouch. Talk about a low blow to the Trump ego. But the cherry on top of this renovation sundae? A big, beautiful, no Trumps allowed sign right at the entrance. I guess Melania's taking that Be Best campaign to a whole new level, huh? Colbert couldn't resist adding, looks like someone's finally building a wall Trump doesn't want. Now, if you thought that was bad, wait till you hear about the new impeachment suite. Apparently, it comes complete with soundproof walls. Perfect for when you need to testify against your husband without him overhearing, Colbert quipped. But hey, at least Trump won't have to listen to Melania practicing her "I really don't care, do you?" speech anymore.
In my opinion, Melania is counting every minute until he is out of office and she can divorce him. That is going to be tough on Trump. And that the "I don't really care, do you" jacket she wore to the child detention center was meant to hurt Trump. The message is even clearer with her next jacket, "Why don't you send Stormy?" Actually refused to rule that out because she says she hasn't been in every room with him.
I agree with Colonel Sanders.
Not to be outdone, Jimmy Kimmel jumped on the renovation bandwagon with his own insider info. According to Kimmel, Melania's not just redecorating, she's planning an escape route. Folks, I've got it on good authority that there's a tunnel to freedom being installed in the basement, Kimmel said with a mischievous grin. It's like The Great Escape, but with more spray tan and less Steve McQueen. But the pièce de resistance of Melania's escape plan? The Flotus escape slide from the master bedroom. Kimmel unveiled a mock-up that had the audience in stitches. Picture this, a giant glittery slide that goes from the window straight into a waiting limo. It's the fastest way to get from I do to I'm done, Kimmel joked. 1 minute you're sleeping next to the leader of the free world. The next you're speeding off to freedom faster than Trump can tweet, "Witch hunt." As the audience rolled with laughter, imagining Trump's reaction to these improvements, Kimmel and Colbert kept the jokes coming. I hear Melania's replacing all the portraits of Trump with pictures of Obama. Colbert chimed in, and the new Wi-Fi password is Make Mar-a-Lago Great Again 2024. But here's the kicker, folks. After all the blue paint, name changes, and escape routes, it turns out Melania just wanted to repaint Trump's entire legacy. Ouch. Talk about a home improvement project gone political. She's swapping out all the Trump Art of the Deal books in the library with Trump Art of the Squeal, Kimmel quipped, and I hear she's replacing the gold-plated toilet with a simple, humble prison toilet, you know, just to help Donald get used to his potential future accommodations. Well, folks, it looks like the First Lady's got some juicy secrets that could make even the most seasoned political pundits blush. Who knew Melania's diary could be more explosive than Trump's Twitter tantrums? Maybe if the Donald spent less time tweeting and more time talking to his wife, he wouldn't be in such hot water. But hey, why bother with communication when you can just build a wall around your marriage, right? Jokes aside, this whole situation raises some pretty interesting questions about political engagement. As we inch closer to the next election, it's worth thinking about how much we really know about the people running our country. Should we care about what goes on behind closed doors in the White House? Or should we focus solely on policy? Either way, it's clear that Melania's supposed secrets have got people talking. Who knows, maybe her diary will end up being the next political bestseller. Move over, Art of the Deal. Here comes The Art of the Steal Away, a First Lady's escape plan. Now that's a book I'd love to see on Trump's nightstand.